Mara had moved into the small, cheap flat out of sheer necessity. She and her 12-year-old daughter Lily had little choice. The rent was laughably low for London standards, and moving out of their cramped old council estate was a chance to start over. From the very first night, Lily felt uneasy. Mara dismissed it as nerves. The flat was quiet, too quiet, some might say. But as Lily unpacked her bag in the bedroom, she noticed the faintest creak of the floorboards, though she hadn't moved an inch. That night, when Mara had gone to bed, Lily lay under her thin duvet pretending to read. Past midnight, she heard it. Soft, deliberate footsteps pacing around her bed. Her heart thumped against her ribs. There was no one else in the flat. The footsteps continued, slow and methodical, circling her bed. The room seemed to close in on her, each shadow lengthening unnaturally. She didn't dare move, hardly breathing. And then, just as suddenly as they started, the pacing stopped. Lily blinked. Silence. The following day, she tried to tell her mother. Mara smiled, tired. She said, "Old flats make noises. It's nothing, just the building settling." But Lily remembered the flat's advertisement and the brief mention of the previous tenant. She had vanished months ago, leaving the place empty and cheap. That night, the footsteps returned. Tap, tap, tap. They moved closer, circling the bed like a predator. Lily tried to pretend she was asleep. Every time she peeked, they stopped. Always. Every single time. Her pulse raced. The flat was hiding something. She was sure of it. Days passed, each night more unnerving than the last. Mara, exhausted from work, dismissed her daughter's fears. But the flat had a strange energy. Objects shifted slightly when they weren't looking. Floorboards creaked beneath invisible weight. One afternoon, Mara found a notebook tucked behind a loose panel beneath Lily's bed. The pages were yellowed and scribbled in a frantic hand. The first entry read, "I hear them every night, pacing. They know when I see them. They stop, and I pretend to sleep. But they are patient, always patient." The signature was smudged. The date recent, just 2 months old. The previous tenant. That night, Mara decided to stay in Lily's room. She crouched in the corner, eyes wide. The footsteps began, circling the bed as before. She called softly, "Who's there?" The pacing didn't stop. It picked up, running across the floorboards like a stampede. Mara and Lily clutched each other, panic rising. Then, silence. But when their eyes adjusted to the darkness, they saw it. A shadow crouched in the far corner, tall and thin, blending into the gloom. 2 hollow eyes glimmered faintly. It tilted its head, almost mockingly, before stepping forward. Mara screamed, but her voice seemed muffled, absorbed by the flat itself. And then it vanished, leaving nothing but the faintest creak behind. The next morning, Mara checked the council records. The previous tenant had lived alone for 3 months before vanishing. No forwarding address, no sightings. The landlord shrugged, probably moved on without notice. Mara didn't believe him. Something had remained. Something patient. That night, they didn't sleep. Sitting in the lounge with the lights on, they waited. Hap, hap, hap began again from Lily's bedroom. The footsteps circled the bed, slower now, almost teasing. Don't look. Lily clutched her mother's arm. Mara hesitated, hand on the door handle. Whatever it was, it knew they were awake. The pacing stopped. The room seemed to hold its breath. Then Mara noticed something chilling. The floorboards were arranged in a rough pattern, almost like letters. "You see me." Lily's scream echoed through the flat as a cold draft swept past, extinguishing the lights. The shadow moved closer, filling every corner, lingering near the bed. And for the first time, the footsteps didn't stop when Lily opened her eyes. because now it wanted to be seen.